Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about why most 9-to-5ers don't realize why they stay broke. Now this probably happens to a lot of people, right? You work so hard, you work about 40 hours a week, you maybe even put in overtime, you do everything your boss tells you to do, but you get to the end of the month, you get your salary, and then all of it goes on bills. And then you're left with pretty much nothing. Now, I know this happens a lot because I've been there. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about what's actually keeping you broke and how to break out of that, okay? So firstly, before I continue, let me talk about my story so you know what I'm talking about comes from actual experience and I'm not just some random guy on the internet. So I used to work a 9-to-5 in Argos back in 2014. This was my first job, and this was back in 2014 when I was around 17 years old. I know I'm smiling in the picture, but deep inside, I'm actually really upset and I really hated my job. I then worked in Duty Free's warehouse in 2017 where I was working night shifts. It was terrible, there was no windows, you weren't allowed to speak to anyone, and it was actually so bad, someone committed suicide at work. The next one was I joined Sky as a sales advisor in 2018. So in 2018, I was working in a call center for 4 years before I kind of had enough. And then I got a new role as a media operator within Sky. And then literally a year and a half. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and I can see how I can help you. Now, if you're broke working your 9-to-5 job, you need to look at your habits, okay? A lot of you guys have really, really bad habits, which you really need to sacrifice in order to actually make some good money. Now, one of your habits is watching Netflix. Now, I've never actually been someone that watches Netflix all the time. In fact, I never actually watch series or movies or anything like that. But I know a lot of people do this, where they just sit and watch Netflix all day. They come home from the 9-to-5 job, sit down on the couch and watch Netflix, and you're watching it for hours and hours and hours. You're watching series after series. Just think, all of that time that you just wasted on watching some stupid program, you could have put in those hours in actually building a business. The next one, buying designer clothes. Now, I have been guilty of this myself. Now, when you actually realize why designer things actually exist, it's mainly for broke people trying to look rich. There's actually a whole market for that, where you're trying to help broke people look rich. And trust me, you need to ask yourself, would you rather look rich or be rich? Because a lot of you guys are spending so much money on designer clothes, it's actually just a waste of money. And you're looking rich, but deep inside, you know you're broke. And then finally, playing video games. And again, I was guilty of this as well. I used to play games all day, all night. My game was FIFA or FC25, which is what it's called now, which I completely stopped because I realized it's not making me richer and it's just wasting my time when I could be putting in the same hours and actually building a business. So you need to understand, are any of these things making you rich? Watching Netflix is not making you rich. In fact, you're paying a subscription to waste time. Just imagine you're spending money to waste time. The designer clothes, you're just spending money to look rich, but really and truly you're getting more broke. And playing video games, again, you're spending money on these games which are wasting your time. So what should you do instead? Instead of wasting time watching Netflix, buying designer clothes, playing video games, what should you actually do? Well, you need to start an online business. Now, an online business is the best way to actually make money. Like, you've got physical businesses which can make money, but they generally require high startup costs. They normally have really high overheads, whereas an online business, that's not the case. So if we break it down, what business should you start? Because there are so many online businesses out there. I know that myself because I've tried every online business. Before I talk about the main one that I'm going to show you in this video today, I've tried every single business model out there. And I'm going to break down 3 of the main online businesses that a lot of people do. So the first one is drop shipping. Now, a lot of people, when they start to make money online or try to make money online, this is the first business model a lot of people choose. And I used to do this business model, and I'm not gonna lie, I did make some good money from it. However, I realized that with drop shipping, firstly, you need to have capital, okay? So you need to invest some money. It's kind of bullshit when people say that you can make money organically. You can, but it's not like you just pick up a camera, film a video, and get loads of views overnight. It does take time, and you need to know what works and what doesn't. If you're a beginner trying to do drop shipping with no money, it's going to fail miserably. You just don't have the experience yet. Now, secondly, affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing, you generally need like a big audience, okay? So you normally need like a lot of people. And instead of selling someone else's product for like a small percentage, why not sell your own? Why not sell something that you can sell and get 100% of the money for? This is why I'm not a firm believer in affiliate marketing. If you've got a big audience, yes, it makes sense. But if you're starting from scratch and you don't have a big audience, then you're just wasting your time. And finally, trading. This is one of the biggest ones right now. A lot of people tell you they can make so much money from trading. And to be fair, I know some people that do. But the problem with trading is, again, that you do need some startup capital. So you need at least $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. If you want to make some serious money, yes, you'll need around $10,000. Again, it depends on how much money you're trying to make. If you're trying to build wealth and you're trying to make actual money, then trading isn't the best option. Because with trading, there's not really any valuable skills that you're going to learn compared to starting an actual business. What should you do instead? So what you should be doing is starting a coaching business. A coaching business, in my opinion, is the best beginner-friendly way for you to make some serious money. Now, what is a coaching business? Because a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what is a coaching business? Why should I do it? How can it make me a lot of money? And what do I need to actually do to start start a coaching business? Well, I'm going to break it down, and let me start off with the first one, which is the way a coaching business works is that you sell skills and knowledge. So essentially, you're going to sell information that you already have to other high ticket clients. So that's the second benefit, where you can charge a high ticket price. Now, why is that important? Well, a high ticket price is anything over $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Anything over that price range, those are high ticket prices. And the beauty of a high ticket price is that you only need one client to make a good amount of money. So for example, if you charge $5,000, well, you just need one client to make $5,000, which is, I believe, double the average salary. Now, just imagine you just need to acquire one client a month to make double what you're probably making already. Now, finally, the best benefit, in my opinion, is you get to work online. Now, this is the best benefit because this means that you have freedom. This is something that a physical business doesn't give you, especially straight away. And the beauty of working online is that you can work from anywhere. So for example, if I wanted to go back to the UK tomorrow, I can still work from there. If I wanted to go anywhere around Dubai, I can still work from there. If I wanted to go to another country tomorrow, I can still work from there because all my work is online. And that, in my opinion, is true freedom. And also another one that's not actually on this is that there are basically no startup costs. Like, you don't need to spend a single penny to start this business model, which is amazing because a lot of beginners don't actually have money to put into a business. Now, if we scroll down, right, this can make you rich, and it can make you seriously, seriously rich. And I'm gonna break down how it can, okay? So let's break it down. Here is an example, okay? Now, let's say you charge $5,000, as I gave an example earlier today. Now, if you sign 20 clients, you'll make $100,000. And this is a life-changing amount of money. Just imagine $100,000 in your bank account today, and all you need to do is just get 20 people to pay you $5,000. When you really break it down like that, it doesn't seem like a lot. Now, just think, to become a millionaire, you need 200 clients, which again, isn't a lot. So let's break it down, okay? So let me give you some example of offers that other people are doing. For example, there's actually a woman in Dubai teaching people how to knit. Now, in my opinion, her thing isn't a high ticket program. She's charging basically around $1,000 a month. She has 18 clients. She's making around $18,000 a month. You've then got someone who's got a stop drinking program, okay? Now, they charge a really high ticket price of $8,500 a month. They target mainly entrepreneurs and business owners who are making probably upwards of 100K a month. This person has 10 clients and they make $85,000 a month. You've then got this person who's teaching entrepreneurs mindset. He charges $7,000 a month. He's got 15 clients. He makes over $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month. Just imagine how different your life would look if you were making that kind of money. And all you have to do is manage 15 people. So this is what my coaching program is basically on. If you want more information and actually guided help with this, where I'll work with you directly and scale you to over 10K a month, well, you can either DM me on Instagram or you can book in a call with me by clicking the link in the description. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and I'll see if we're a good fit to work together. And guys, I only want to work with serious people. And my main mission will be to help you to scale to at least 10K a month within 3 months of my program so you can quit your 9-to-5 job. So let me give you the blueprint on how you can build this yourself. So let's start off with the first one. So the first thing that you need to do is identify a skill. Now, before anyone says to me, I don't have a skill, there's nothing I can teach, blah, 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 everyone has a skill. Again, there's a woman teaching people how to knit. So if you're telling me you don't have a skill, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Secondly, you need to create an offer, okay? So an offer is your pricing, your deliverables. So you need to understand what type of pricing are you going to charge. You need to obviously understand the market that you're trying to target. And you need to understand your deliverables as well. Like, how can you get your clients some results? Then you need to build a funnel. Now, a funnel is basically where you send your traffic to. Now, that can be like a Calendly page. That can be like a landing page. That can also be your Instagram account. I also know some people that use X as their funnel. You then create YouTube videos or run ads. So if you've got some money, then you can run ads. Or alternatively, you can create YouTube videos just like the video I'm making right now. Now, in my opinion, you should be doing both. You should be running ads and you should be creating YouTube videos because that will give you the best balance. The next thing is that you need to book in calls, which will happen naturally from your YouTube videos and your ads. You need to send that traffic to your funnel, and in that funnel, they will then book in a call with you. What will then happen is that you'll jump on a call with those clients. You then need to pitch your program, see if they're a good fit, and then sign your clients. And this is where you get paid. And finally, you need to provide value through the deliverables that you have chosen for your program. Now, I'm going to give you some proof that it works. Now, these are results from my current clients. So you've got this person who signed someone at 5K a month for 3 months, just under 2 months of working with me. And their solution was offering businesses marketing services. You've then got this person who 2 weeks as a complete beginner, whose offer was one-to-one coaching for parents of special needs children. She managed to book in a call within 2 weeks of working with me. You've then got this person who within 3 weeks of working with me was able to land their first client for 5K. This person here who was working with me for nearly a month, who had like an online fitness program, well, they got their first client for 3K. And one of my best clients, this person managed to make £6,000 in a single day, which I believe is around $7,500. And this is just under 2 months of working with me. And their offer was getting clients for businesses. So you can see it works. So if you do want more information and actually guided help with building this business, where I'll work with you directly and scale you to over 10K a month, well, make sure to either DM me on Instagram, especially if you've got any questions, or book in a call with me directly by clicking the link in the description. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and I'll see what's the best way I can help you. Now guys, a lot of you will watch this video and be like, okay, I'm not going to take any action today. I'd rather stay broke. And fine, that's perfectly fine if you want to do that. But remember, life is going to get really hard. Or you're going to make some excuses as to why you shouldn't start today. And that's just your mind trying to protect you because you're trying to come out of your comfort zone. So if you make excuses, you're going to see no results. I've literally given you the full blueprint on how you can actually start this business model today. And alternatively, I've also offered you my one-to-one guidance. So guys, it's 2025, no more excuses. If you really want to make a change in your life, if you really want to quit your job, if you really want to get out of being broke, make sure you take action today.